This is KNEB.TV weather from the Arby's Weather Center. Arby's, we have the meats.
Well, good evening. We'll take a look at temperatures tonight that are going to fall into the 30s, but a bigger note, we're going to have some light wintry mix around, I think, as early as maybe 9, 10 o'clock, and then especially in the early overnight hours. Then we'll switch everything over to snow and drop into the 20s. Not a huge snow system coming, but enough that we might accumulate a little light dusting out there. After that wintry mix tonight, light snow tomorrow in the morning. We're going to rebound after a cold day tomorrow. We'll get into nice temperatures Saturday and Sunday before we bring more temperatures that are colder and precip in here for Monday to start a new work week. 37 yesterday, below normal for the first time in over 2 weeks for our area. 1/100th of an inch of precip out of that, just 600ths for the month and year. So we certainly could use some more moisture. We'll see if we're able to get that. Temperatures here this evening in the 40s, 38 in Laramie, 46 in Denver. We're in the 30s and 20s in central and eastern Nebraska. Norfolk at 27, Valentine just 23 degrees. We're right around that 40-degree mark for most of the southern Panhandle. A little colder up around Gordon, it's 37. 44 in Scotts Bluff, 45 right now in Torrington. Winds still out of the east-southeast, fairly light. We don't have much in the way of winds to be concerned about, 5 to 10 miles an hour, but it's making it feel a little brisk out there. 36 for a wind chill in Sidney, 27 up in Gordon. Well, we mentioned this a couple of days ago, but we want to pay attention to a total lunar eclipse that's coming Sunday night across the area. The partial eclipse is going to begin about 7:30. The total eclipse is going to begin right about 9:41. That is when the total eclipse will begin here. The maximum eclipse just after 10 o'clock, and then by 10:43, that's when the total eclipse ends, and then the partial eclipse will end at 11:50 as the moon then returns from the shadow. So we've got a total lunar eclipse coming. That's the good news. The bad news, you may not be able to see it. Yeah, the conditions not looking great here in our area. In fact, current forecast viewing conditions for Sunday night looking poor across the area. Just is not looking great. We're going to have a pretty decent amount of cloud cover out in front of that next storm system. We do have winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings that have been posted for a large portion of Nebraska, east of the Panhandle, with the exception of the Panhandle and a little tiny box here in southwest Nebraska. The rest of Nebraska under winter weather advisories. That's for some accumulating snow. We're going to talk about that here in a moment. I think you'll get on the bus tomorrow with a little light snow shower activity. Those should taper off by afternoon, but it's going to stay cloudy tomorrow with highs only in the 30s. So as we take a look at Futurecast for tonight, there's a little bit of light rain shower activity. May see a little wintry mix with that through the nighttime hours. Winds are going to be coming out of the west to our west and out of the north to our north. It's all going to switch over to the north. Accumulations are going to be light tonight, and it may be late tonight before we see any of that precip. Temps are cold. Look at Mullen down to 10.4 tonight in Valentine. That's where that colder air is, just off to our east. Dalton at 17, 25 in Harrisburg for tonight. Now tomorrow, we're going to see that system bring the northwesterly winds in, bring a period of snow here across the area, some pretty stout winds at times, and then those will move out by tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. It's going to be a thing of the past. We're not going to be dealing with much after tomorrow morning, and some winds possibly again into the early period on Saturday. Now look at the discrepancy in temperatures here. Upper 30s, Wheatland at 38, some low 30s for Scotts Bluff, Sidney. Only 22 though in Chadron, 25 in Valentine, so colder temperatures there. Right here in the immediate area, we'll be in the 30 to 35 degree range with the exception of Alliance tomorrow, just at 24. We're right on the edge of that coldest air. Again, it looks like it's going to be just to our north and east. Total snowfall, what are we looking at? Maybe 2 to 4 inches. Lusk over to Chadron, possibly. This will get us through noontime on Saturday, so this will take us through the entire storm system. Probably most of us an inch or less, maybe 1 to 2 in a few isolated areas, but precip looks pretty scant with this storm system. It doesn't look like we're going to pile up much in the way of snow. Again, some slippery conditions are possible with a light wintry mix tonight, 27 the low. Tomorrow it's going to be breezy at times, 10 to 20 mile an hour winds, especially when that frontal system comes through. Some snow showers early. I think accumulations less than an inch for most of us, 1 to 2 at most. And then it looks like we're going to stay warmer as we get Saturday into Sunday. Highs in the upper 40s and low 50s. Martin Luther King Jr. Day starts out okay, then we bring in more rain and snow by afternoon. We tumble again back into the low 40s, and then upper 30s to low 40s is all we're going to be able to get through at least Wednesday and Thursday of next week, as colder conditions look to be settling in and at least some chances of unsettled weather.